I love food, everything about food.
Greg Keen's background in food science and chemistry makes him the top dog among an unusual breed of chefs.
Typically, to develop a pet food, we say it takes about 18 months.
Keen is Global Vice President of Innovation and Nutrition at the Wellness Pet Company, which makes healthy food for our fur-ever friends. He explained his role to me and my associate producer, Nava.
When you're working on human food, you're really focused on mostly taste, texture, aroma. The amazing thing about pet food is that the food they eat is really the sole source of nutrition for that cat or dog, so it has to be perfect.
Founded in Gloucester back in 1926, the Wellness Pet Company is based in Burlington, Massachusetts, with manufacturing facilities in Arkansas, Minnesota, and the Netherlands.
All right, so Nicole, this is our version of a cooking show here.
Burlington is home to the company's test lab.
Wellness is really about supplying the extras, prebiotics, probiotics, omega-3 fatty acids, those ingredients that go above and beyond to create great nutrition for cats and dogs.
Here, Keen and members of his team, including product developer Roxy Wang, mix and measure away.
We have an ingredient database of over 500 ingredients where we've analyzed all of the nutrients, and that allows us to put together and assemble formulations to actually deliver that great wellness.
On this day, they check the consistency of cat food.
And they are so interesting to develop products for. They're a challenge. They're extremely finicky.
For dogs, they test a ratio of freeze-dried salmon and kibble.
The benefits of freeze drying is that it preserves so much of that great nutrition and aroma and taste for the dog.
We've got one dog here that's really looking forward to this mix.
So when we mix them both, it has a nice visual appeal to it.
Yep.
And obviously, it smells excellent as well.
This dog likes it.
And in case you're wondering, Keen doesn't sample the food himself.
We do a lot of smelling of the food and understanding its texture, but dogs and cats have very different taste capabilities and olfactory capabilities that humans don't have. So things we may taste, they taste in a completely different way.
Keen's job also includes some rough research.
Weirdest part of the job is generally when it comes to dogs, we focus on their digestibility, which incorporates the stool quality. On the cat side, I'd say the oddest thing that we do is we do measure the pH of their urine. pH could lead to many different health outcomes for the cat.
Perhaps the best part of Keen's work, meeting the taste testers.
We love when we have product test runs and use our employees, quite honestly, as part of our development process.
Digital marketing coordinator Kaylee Galassi is delighted when her dog Maple gets to sample new treats. We're guessing Maple doesn't mind either.
Oh my gosh, she is a total foodie. As you can see, she is absolutely obsessed.
I've always thought to bring your four-legged friends to the office might be such a happy place. So what's it like to work with dogs here?
The vibes are really high when the dogs are here. It's just everybody's energy, it just is so positive. I just love being able to talk with such like-minded people about how much we love pets.
Keen agrees. He gives his team, his customers, and his unusual job a round of applause.
It's not a typical job, certainly, but it's also one that's quite relatable. So many people have cats or dogs in their homes and understand the joy that they bring to their lives. They want their pets to live long, happy, quality lives.
So cute. We mentioned that Wellness Pet Company was founded in 1926 in Gloucester. Its original name was Old Mother Hubbard, and the roots of that company go back even further. In the late 1800s, the Hubbard & Son Bakery made hardtack sea biscuits. A local sailor gave one of the biscuits to his dog. The dog loved it, and the next thing you know, a dog food company was born. Up next, a relic from the past.